Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. Now, this ABC News quote that you see on the screen of Joe Biden, okay, something that they say that he said, is more significant than you might think. He's saying that if even Jesus returned, if he was born in America, instead of coming on a cloud like some fairy, like, the tooth fairy or something, which is utterly despicable and sickening, that they would take this LGBT idea, no offense to the LGBT community, right? It's this childish kind of child molester LGBT idea, right? Fairy, right? It's like, who thinks that way as an adult? Somebody who thinks like a kid who probably has sex with kids, right? And they would say that that's how Jesus must come. Who are they to make that call? Who are they to interpret the Bible? Who the hell do they think they are? Who does Joe Biden think he is? Saying that we're magically born equal. When you say that one nation under God, he has all these kind of Christian constituents. He says, he has a Christian background like most white people do. What have you? It's retarded. So you're saying that you don't think that I should be above the law. That is fucking stupid. Now, I don't go through life like, yeah, I'm above the law and doing whatever I want. I don't do that. I do God's work. If it breaks the law, great. If it doesn't, great. But it is fucking immature for some peck with an acorn, so to speak, whether he's taller than me or not, to be pointing an acorn at God and saying, no one's above the law. You tell your son, pal. That's fucking retarded. You see what I'm saying? They say one nation under God. Make up your mind. If Jesus is born in the flesh, like it has occurred in the 80s, and he's here and he's me, is he above the law? Yes. One nation under God, not equal to God. You people are hypocrites to the extreme, and we all know damn well, if you've been watching my videos long enough, you know that these people are Satanists and Luciferians, especially in politics, and they're aiming these quotes at me. It's aimed at a lot of people in a lot of different ways, and first and foremost, the foundation, found, alpha, shun, it's aimed at me. See, my response to that is no precedent, and all precedents put together are even worth the dirt under my shoes. I am above you, Joe Biden, and I don't give a fuck about your subtle threats. Okay, so now let's reflect on what I said. Again, if he magically doesn't aim it at me, then, the truth is still the truth, but I take back any retaliation in my words at that time, in the spoken words. So, if somebody was from a long line of pedophiles, and they were still molesting children, they're operating with impunity in society, a lot of people say that guy's the scum of the earth. And I'm not talking about Joe Biden here. That person is low down, dirty, and no good, right? Low down, dirty, rotten, no good. So if you say we're all equal and that's all there is to it, then you're saying that a great person is equal to a low down, dirty, no good, rotten fucking scoundrel. See how fucking retarded that is? You're also saying some privileged worm that tries to highlight, that tries to turn communities and races out into criminals, and then says, hey, they're criminals and we're hardworking citizens over here playing golf, ripping people off, causing wars, what have you. And that person is low down, dirty, no good, scoundrel, blood money filled, fair weather slut, dating piece of shit, right? So if you were the most righteous person ever, are you going to sign up for a philosophy? Are you going to take part in a philosophy that says you're equal to pieces of shit like that? Fuck that shit. Think about it. The right wing is wrong to pretend that the white man is superior whenever they do. Some rich guy, for example, playing golf, ripping people off. There's no white person that ever lived that is equal or greater than I am. And the more you push that line and you threaten me every day trying to get me to seem superior, right? They say in the word bless, they say it's be less. They're the ones who gave me that wordplay. They say bless is be less. No, I'm not going to bless you devil worshipers. So the more you push that line, the more I'm going to say things like that. I'm going to trample your attempts to put yourself above God, to make yourself equal to God or above. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to partake in that. Pretty straightforward, right? Fair enough. You see how this is not racism? It is the logical response. If somebody starts taking off on me on the streets, throwing blows at me, and I knock them out, right? Self-defense. If the white Jew and LGBT elite order people to start taking off on me, verbally and in spirit, and I fucking trample their spirits for eternity and say, what now, bitch? That's fair play.